Hey guys, I just want to welcome you first of all to MakeWAR Class 7. Um, Unfortunately, I won't be there. I've never missed a class or a season up until this one, and my son happens to be playing tackle football on the same day, and I can't miss that. Tried like heck to figure out a different day, but it just worked better for most people to have it on Monday. And I respect that. And I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about myself, my testimony, since I can't be there to share in person. My name's Alan LaChica. I was, shout out to Mark Dyer there, a good friend of mine. And I know Lord has been doing a wondrous work in Mark's life and will continue to do it. And I think this Make War just be another tool in his shed that he can help minister to people in. We feel at Make War that our ministry, what we're called to, is that the church, and lukewarm Christians who need to be activated or have that yearning inside them for the next level. And that's what we believe Make War is. It's another step in discipling men to disciple men, and to be accountable for their own lives and be leaders in their homes and their families and communities, of course. So my story is one of many. I come from a broken home, an abusive home. My father was verbally, mentally, and physically abusive, and my stepmom was not any better. So when I was 5, my parents got divorced. And I went with my dad along with my brother, and my half-sister went with my mom. And my mom told my half-sister so she wouldn't miss us or come looking for us that we died in an automobile accident. So we had no contact for 40 plus years with my sister and my mother. So this put me in a kind of a bad situation because my dad didn't love my stepmom, but needed her so he can continue his naval career because they threatened to kick him out unless they can find suitable arrangements for us. So he did, married the first person that came along. And like I said, it was a Cinderella story where she treated her kids one way. She had 2 older boys, and treated my brother and I a different way. And so the abuse started with my stepmom almost right away. We were asked to clean things and work literally until all hours of the night until she was satisfied with the job that we were doing. I was doing my own laundry when I was 5 years old in an apartment. As soon as I could jimmy up on a washing machine and put a quarter inside the washer and dryer, I was supposed to do my own laundry. So I had to grow up pretty quick as far as that goes. But when they left, I guess that did something to me subconsciously where it took a lot of my self-worth and a lot of my confidence away because, when your own biological mother leaves you, there's definitely a void, especially at the age of 5, and you don't know why she left. It's just one day she wasn't there. And I guess fast forward until I got married the first time, the generational curse that was done to me, I did to my daughter. As a matter of fact, she was 5 when I separated with her mom on an affair. So I did the same thing to her. So that's, 2 down. And my parents and myself's family were destroyed. And now I'm kind of perpetuating the curse by doing it to my family. Fast forward to my now wife. And when my son was 5, we went through a separation as well. I moved into my brother's house, and it was the first time in my life that the totality of the sin that I was under hit me. And I wasn't even a believer. I didn't have a relationship with Jesus. I was an atheist. I was agnostic. I just didn't know and didn't proclaim to know. But after I was basically broke and in my brother's spare bedroom, without much prospects, I took a look at my life, and the totality of it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And in a move that can only be called a Jesus take the wheel moment, I gave my life to Christ. I said, God, if you're real, I said, I really need you right now. And that was it, by myself. From there, I went to New Spring Church with my brother, and after about a month of seeing what my life was tangled mess it had become, and Clayton King pitched he preached a sermon on clarity, and for the first time in my life, I felt clarity, and I gave my life to Christ right then. Got baptized the very same day. They had a pull out in the atrium where I went. A few months after that, I joined a men's group. It was my very first one. It was called a Radical, and that's where I met Jared, and subsequently Keith. He went through a different Radical, and part of the Radical was the second or third month. The third month, I think, you would go away on a weekend retreat with the other men, and you would just confess your mess without leaving a stone unturned. And they did it in 5-year increments. If they said you needed help, do it this way. So I got pen and paper out, and the first thing I wrote down, of course, that happened in my first 5 years of my life was my mom left me. Wrote that down. We were supposed to be given about 45 minutes to talk, and I was more concerned about filling up the extra 40 minutes, because I didn't think I, lived a life worth spewing 45 minutes over. And I wrote down a few more things on alcohol and how drugs and how just being a liar and being deceitful and wearing a mask had a profound effect on me. When it came to my turn, I was the second one to share. I looked down at that piece of paper, and I saw the words, "My mom abandoned me." And I couldn't say it. It was the first time in my life I had to admit to other men I couldn't say the words for 20 minutes. I cried. Even though these tears now are really tears of redemption and tears of joy, it still brings me back there. And I talked about all the alcohol and all the betting and all the drugs and all the womanizing and all the affairs that I went through. I hated myself. But I wasn't going to let you know that. I was going to let you know I had it all together. The funny thing happened after I gave my 45-minute talk. Didn't know I was going to fill 48 up with crying, but I figured out a way. And I confessed my mess to the other men that were there, everything, in painful detail at times. And the funniest thing happened. It was the first time in 40 plus years where Alan actually received the love for being Alan and not his mask. And they talk about a 500-pound gorilla being lifted off your chest, off your back. It's true. That's what I felt. For the first time in my life, I felt freedom from the things I did, who I had become, and the curses that haunted me my entire childhood and adult life. And I knew right then and there that I wanted other men to feel this freedom. And I wanted other men to just to feel the love and forgiveness and grace that our Father offers us, and what it meant to be in a community of men that loved me and prayed for me. And not only that, they loved me for who I was. I didn't have to wear a mask anymore. And that's so liberating when you can walk through life as yourself, faults and all. And there's a saying, we say it's okay not to be okay. It's just not okay to stay that way. And so a lot of spiritual growth started happening from the time I joined Radical until now. And man, it's been, when you give your life to Christ and you let go of the steering wheel and you say, "God, your will, not mine," and you believe it, hold on. He will do radical things. I was a stutterer until I was 14 years old. I never thought I'd speak in front of men, much less my faith, and how it transformed me And when you're shamed for stuttering for as long as I have, for years and years and years, and you literally couldn't say two words together without stuttering, it became a huge, huge roadblock to my ministry, more than anyone knows. But I believed and I had faith the Lord would help me. And my story was important enough that it may change someone's life. And so I went ahead and put both feet in the water and haven't looked back since. And I'm so very blessed that I did that. And MakeWAR Season 1 gave me something. Season 2 gave me something. So in all honesty, I feel a bit selfish when we do these classes because I get more out of it than y'all sometimes. And I need these classes to keep me accountable, to keep me on that straight line, because, you know, it's, you get pulled left, you drift left, you don't drift right. You guys know that. And so unless you have a band of brothers willing to fight for you in that spiritual trench hole, you're not going to win. Having a great wife, a strong spiritual wife is great, and having good influence is great. But until you have that band of brothers to do life with, you're really missing God's best for you to be able to sharpen yourself and be that light, be that spear for someone else. And so that's what you guys are. That's what you signed up to be the tip of the spear. And I just congratulate you guys, and know that the Lord's going to do a big work in all your lives like he's done in our lives. And I look forward to a MakeWAR reunion when we get to come together as all classes, all seasons, and have a meal and go over our how life's been doing and just doing life together. And I'm excited for you guys. I'm hoping to make the season finale, to be there for you guys and just love on you. And I look forward to seeing Mark and the rest of you guys sometime real soon. God bless you guys. Reach out if you need anything. I'm easy to reach. I'll put my number on our MakeWAR. And like I said, I know you guys didn't know me before this little piece I'm doing here, but hopefully you know my heart and you know that that's what MakeWAR is all about, just changing men to just be better husbands, fathers, and men of the Lord, and just not to be stagnant, not to be shy, but be bold. And I just want to thank you for your time. God bless you guys. And until next time, I'll see you later.